Assessment on the impacts of forest cover loss in the key biodiversity areas in the provinces of Misamis Oriental and Bukidnon, Mindanao, Philippines. Northern Mindanao, also known as Region 10, covers the provinces of Bukidnon and Misamis Oriental, both of which have at least 60% of their total land area classified as forest lands. Due to the abundance of natural resources and unique geography of the region, it is referred to as an ecotourism hotspot. Bukidnon has the 7th highest forest cover in the country. Malaybalay is a municipality in province of Bukidnon with a total land area of 112 kilohectares, whereas Impasugong has a total land area of 85.4 kilohectares. Bukidnon is well known for its flora and fauna. According to the report, Mount Kitanglad, located in Barangay Intavas, Impasugong Town, is a home to 125 species, over half of which are classified as endangered. Additionally, this mountain is also a home of the Philippine eagle. Moreover, the Bugobo and Higaonon tribes of Bukidnon call the Rafflesia scandinbergiana Bo'o or Colon Busao. Under DNR Administrative Order Number, Rafflesia is considered endangered due to its parasitic nature, most notably with the vine tetrastigma. The province of Misamis Oriental has a land area of 3,131.52 square kilometers. Claveria and Hingog City are two areas in Misamis Oriental. Claveria totals 76.9 kilohectares in land area, while Hingog City totals 53.8 kilohectares in land area. The province center region contains various rivers that originate in the Bukidnon Mountains, such as the Cagayan. Mount Balatucan in Misamis Oriental Province is still home to at least 8 animal species, including the Philippine eagle. The Mount Balatucan Range, which covers 228,680 hectares, has been designated as one of the country's major biodiversity regions with a very high conservation category, according to the DNR 10 Executive Director, Arley J. Adorable. Extinction can be attributed to 5 key factors: introduced species, pollution, population increase, overconsumption, and most significantly, the loss of habitat. This study report aims to examine forest cover loss and biodiversity loss and recommend solutions and determine the drivers of forest cover loss and its influence on the biodiversity of Bukidnon and Misamis Oriental provinces. Key terms: the effects of forest loss were not uniform all over the place. The loss of a similar-sized patch of forest resulted in biodiversity declines in one region and increases in another. Understanding the history of a particular location was critical for deciphering this variation. Whether or not forest loss of that size occurred in the past at that place usually had an effect on what transpired in the present.
All the data gathering procedure was done in a nice and easy flow. The needed raw information was readily prepared for further analysis and interpretation. Thanks to the geographicwatch.org, users from all around the world with internet connection can gain free access to the global forest monitoring database. Moreover, published papers and other scholarly materials about the dynamics of forest cover change were taken into references to fortify every information presented in this study. All of this approach will now become the basis to the assessment on the impacts of forest cover loss in Mount Balatucan and Mount Tago Range as key biodiversity areas within the island of Mindanao, Philippines.
The researchers wanted to assess the forest cover loss, forest cover gain, and the net forest change in 2 different key biodiversity areas in the 3rd major island group of the Philippines, which is the island of Mindanao. Mount Balatucan in the province of Misamis Oriental, and Mount Tago in the province of Bukidnon are the areas of interest in this study. The said areas are home to different species of plants and animals, where the both respectively holds unique species of amphibians, reptiles, and birds, in which one of the bird species is the majestic Philippine eagle, scientific name Pheticophaga jefferyi. Mount Balatucan, which area is mostly located within the political boundaries of Claveria and Hingoog City, Misamis Oriental, has a total land coverage of 35.24 kilohectares, comprised mostly of rich montane forest habitats. Mount Tago, on the other hand, is a key biodiversity area located in between the political boundaries of Impasugong and Malaybalay City, Bukidnon. The same with Mount Balatucan. Mount Tago is a mountainous region in Bukidnon with total land area of 46.26 kilohectares, comprised of montane rainforest habitats. Though these two-point locations in Mindanao are considered as government-protected areas for its biodiversity and rich natural resources, forest cover loss, driven by many anthropogenic activities including wood logging and conversion of forest lands for agricultural development, are the leading threat towards its security. Both key biodiversity areas suffered extreme forest cover loss. Mount Tago of Bukidnon Province has greater forest cover loss that reached 1.04 kilohectares, or equivalent to 1,040 hectares of deforested land, compared to Mount Balatucan of the province of Misamis Oriental, which only lost 200 hectares of forest land in just a period of 20 years. The primary forest cover loss around the areas of Mount Tago has reached 736.914 hectares, while 620.857 hectares of primary forest lands were lost in the areas around Mount Balatucan. These data are recorded after a period of 20 years. Results revealed that deforestation incidents are more evident in the remote areas around the provinces of Bukidnon and Misamis Oriental compared to the ones that are near from the major cities such that of Malaybalay and Hingoog. The implication of this is that damage in the biodiversity is greatly inflicted to those areas where illegal exploitation of natural resources is difficult to spot because of the remoteness of the area, thus far from the reach of the environmental laws and policies of the government. The forest cover gain in Mount Tago in Bukidnon has reached up to 742 hectares of land. Mount Balatucan, however, has recorded a forest cover gain of only 121 hectares of land in the year 2020, which is way lesser compared to its loss for the past 20 years. As of the recorded data of 2020, the net forest change of both key biodiversity areas are as follows. Mount Tago has lost 298 hectares of forest lands. Mount Balatucan, on the other hand, has lost 80 hectares of forest lands in a period of 20 years. This is an implication that forest conservation management and strategies on both local and national governments was not enough to address the alarming rate of deforestation in Mindanao, through which in the near future may possibly result to extinction of many different species of plants and animals living together in these key biodiversity areas.
As we recalibrate our ways and to provide countermeasures to resolve these issues, solutions are highly recommended, as we must have environmental awareness and serious implementations of forest conservation management programs and environmental laws and policies to help and to promote environmental rehabilitation.